Hello YouTube and welcome to What the Math. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing yet another space game, and this time it's a game called Galak-Z the Dimensional. This game is also on PS4, it's not only a PC game, and it's actually really awesome. I gotta tell you, this is such a blast from the past that reminds me of my childhood, because in essence this game is actually kind of unofficially based on a really old anime called Macross or Macross series, and specifically here you're flying a spaceship that's similar to Itano Circus, which is, if you've ever watched the old Macross, it kind of looks like the spaceship you see on the screen. So anyway, so let's play this game. I'm going to show you why it's so awesome and why you should consider buying it. It's only $15 on Steam and is actually really cool. So there are two difficulty models here. One is called Arcade, which is basically you essentially have one life, and if you die you have to start the mission over. Or you can play on Rogue mode, which means that you have to restart the entire season if you actually end up dying. It says here that it's actually the way it was meant to be played. In other words, you only have one life, but the game is actually challenging. So I'm gonna go for arcade mode, and I'll show you what this looks like. So there's four seasons here, and also prologue, and I actually haven't finished the prologue yet, but I'm gonna go ahead with the long night. I'm gonna show you what the game is like when you actually start it without really playing the prologue. Prologue just kind of teaches you how the game works, how you control your ship, and how to basically buy and upgrade various items. And actually, you know what? Let's do the Rogue. Let's actually try the Rogue on the long night. So we're gonna just start the new season. Alright, and this is the style the game is going for. So it's sort of like anime, but it's also a bit more modern and a bit more Western than the traditional Japanese animation. And here, you're basically playing as this pilot of the ship, and you have to try to defeat the enemy that's destroyed your entire fleet. Okay, so here we go. This is the screen where you start in the beginning, and you're the pilot on the left, and then your commander is on the right, and you start with Sector 1-1. Now, this game is actually by a Japanese developer, so you'll notice that there's a lot of references to Japan, and there's a lot of Japanese in the game, and that's also why it's actually drawn with such a interesting style as well. This is not a new developer either. It's 17-bit. They've released a game called Skulls of the Shogun before, and specifically this was a very popular game on the phones, not so much on anything else. So yeah, this game was actually inspired by roguelikes such as Spelunky and Don't Starve, but at the same time, this game is also a little bit different. It's a little bit unusual. It's really more like Asteroids than anything else, but at the same time, it's very unique in every way. So this is a game that's I've been actually kind of surprised to see, and it's kind of fun. So anyways, so let's start. Here, we don't really have any money to buy anything yet, but these are the items I've already collected from my previous playthrough. And here you can essentially buy these for your ship to upgrade your ship a little bit. Then you can put these upgrades here, so I can upgrade my muzzle, my bullet shape, and so on and so forth. So very generic upgrades, but this does change your missions or the difficulty of missions just a little bit. Anyway, so let's launch and start the game. And very intense music playing because we're about to start our first mission. Now, this is what the game looks like. So you are the ship in the middle, and it says written.
Our fuel, our power, our only hope of getting home.
That was beautiful, Beam.
Go pick up that crystal and we'll have a chance to warn Earth.
You got it.
Okay, awesome. So yes, there's voice acting in this game. It's actually pretty professional, and every level was actually has been written by a specific screenwriter, I guess, because they've actually spent some time to develop each of these levels. Now, the reason why I said it's like asteroids is because look at that. You can actually shoot asteroids and they will fly toward you, but the thing is you can smack into things without really damaging yourself, because otherwise the game would be ridiculously hard because you'll be smacking into things forever. So you have two weapons, at least in the beginning. You have the lasers, which can be upgraded and become more powerful, and the missiles, which are right mouse button. I'm going to shoot something with the missile in a second. There's also a map here, which I should be looking at because I don't know where I'm going. And what I love about this game is the style. Style and the style and the atmosphere are amazing. So there's there's actual story here. There's actual characters that kind of are important, and of course there is the entire universe that they've created just for this game. Okay, so here are the enemies. I'm gonna use my missiles on them first, and lock, boom, and now I'm gonna use my lasers to kill the last guy there. Every enemy here, every enemy drops stuff, like they drop coins or money, I guess. They drop upgrades. or sometimes they'll even drop special abilities, special weapons. You can also dodge by basically doing this, by jumping, which you should be doing a lot. And this game gets progressively more difficult. At level 3, you'll be already sweating after every battle, because some of these enemies are ridiculously hard. Each enemy has shields as well, so they can actually restore their shields. And a lot of the things in every level, like for example these spikes right here, can also damage you as well, so you have to be careful not to bump into things. Now, where am I going? I think I'm going right here. I'm gonna try to finish this level so I can actually show you what it's like. And here we go, we actually found our first ship upgrade. And there's an insect here that is trying to kill us. And the bugs grossness rubbed off on my ship. So anyway, I got temporary health increase. Ooh, interesting. Cannot be repaired. The other thing I was going to mention is that so you have shields and health points, and the shields can repair, but the health points you have to purchase the repairs in the HQ later on when you finish the mission. So I have to make sure that I don't. I always have my shields up. All right, so there's 3 enemies here. And the thing is, enemies don't really see you right away. Even right now, I can actually hide behind rocks to protect myself from enemies. And it does work really well. Sometimes when there's too many enemies, you may want to use rocks to your advantage. Or even bring like a meteorite, you can actually move them around and hide behind it. Alright, so where are we going here? We're going to try to kill this bug. A lot of the environmental stuff also has other effects. Like for example, this flower right here, if I were to shoot it, will create a slowdown effect if I just move through it. So these things will slow me down for a little bit. So you can use that to your advantage if you're fighting too many enemies. There's also things like this, which is sort of like a backdoor.
It's too big to fit in cargo. You're gonna need to shoot it and collect the pieces.
Shoot the crystal.
Oh boy. Shoot the crystal, shoot the crystal, shoot the crystal. Oh, there's an enemy.
Target destroyed.
My shields are down. Okay, my shields are up again. Someone was shooting at me. I don't know who. Time to get out of here.
Beam. Crystal pieces collected.
Copy. Return to the war point.
Return to the war point. Okay, where is that? Okay, it's upstairs. It's up there. All right, let's go. So, as you progress through levels, you acquire... oh, geez. Shields blown. No.
Getting kind of heavy.
I was going to say, you get upgrades to your shields, and now I lost my shields. And you don't just get upgrades to your shields, you get upgrades to other things as well. Jump.
Arrogant fish.
No, didn't work.
Coming in hot.
Didn't work. Didn't work. Alright, there we go. Destroyed. And obviously in every level you get a new enemy that you have to try to defeat, and a lot of these enemies are so difficult. Even at level 2 you'll meet your first challenge. I believe they're called hammerheads, which are just ridiculously hard ships that keep dodging you and shooting at you and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to you. These guys are not too bad. They're not too difficult. But for as long as you are dodging and moving around, you should be fine. I think at the later levels you actually acquire ability to strafe, to move sideways, and by using A and D keys, but earlier on you don't actually have that, unfortunately. So you do have to advance through a few levels before you get that upgrade. Alright, so I think we're about to finish this level, and essentially this is how the game works. Every level is quite similar, but also quite different. There's always, every level has secrets. There's always something to discover on this map. You can actually zoom out and explore other things here. There might be another station that you may want to go to. And a lot of these maps are very unique and very, very... well, first of all, they are randomly generated, but they're also... Oh, geez. Okay. I got one of them with missiles, I think. And I think these guys need to... These guys need to go down. Oh, there's so many of them. Holy crap. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. There we go. And this is only level 1. Don't forget, this is only level 1 and I'm already struggling. I'm already actually being beaten by these enemies. Anyway, so I think we're done. Yay! Okay, so first mission finished. 25 to go.
Bringing you in.
Every season has 5 missions, and in every season you'll have a challenge, a mission, and a reward at the end. Once you return to your ship, you go through a little bit of an animation again. Just like in Macross. Yay, excellent. Mission complete. It usually gives you a bit of a stats behind how how well you did, how badly you did, what you've discovered, what you've missed. Didn't get it. Oh, I got one crash coin. Yay. And then you return to the ship and continue your storyline. So this is basically the game in a nutshell. There are 25 levels, like I said, but there's also 5 levels of prologue, which kind of teaches you the game and tells you a bit more about the story. And all in all, this is actually an amazing, amazing game. I definitely recommend that you give this a try. Even though this is not a traditional space game, it's definitely one of the better space adventure games that might actually keep you busy for quite a while, because it is very challenging. Anyway, I'm really glad this game came out. I'm going to enjoy this for quite a few days, and hopefully they'll get more updates and more missions in the future. Well, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and check out some of the other space games I've been reviewing. This is going to be a new series where we're just going to be looking at a lot of different awesome space games. Thank you guys, get me later, and bye-bye.